Yo, welcome to the podcast. My name is Kanoda Gatwa, and I want to talk about men. I want to talk about men in all aspects, from mental health to creating safe space for men to express themselves, especially those who are suffering from mental health disorders. And asking a very basic question, of which I want you to answer me. And my question is, who really takes care of men? Who is there when a man needs someone they can talk to, when a man needs someone they can lean on? We have had conversations, and everyone is just shunning away from the topic of men and mental health. At times we may think many men are strong. At times we may think many men do not require a shoulder to lean on. They don't need anyone to be there for them. But it is something that is important. We bring this conversation in our society. And I want you to answer me just this simple question. Who takes care of men? Leave alone taking care of men. Are men celebrated enough? Okay? If you look into the society that you're in right now, every day actually turns out to be Women's Day, Mother's Day, Girlfriend's Day, everything has all to do with women. I'm not against women, I'm just saying. But when it comes to men, some of these women, even our sisters, even our moms, even our wives, our fiancés, they do not remember, or they don't even have an idea whether there's something like a man's day. A month ago or two, we had a man's day. And, I was just going through social media, and, if you want to know anything, all you have to do is to go through social media. And I was shocked to see that nobody really paid attention on that specific day. Well, maybe some of your girlfriends and wives and sisters and mothers took care of you, but there are others who never got even recognized. And my question is very simple. Are men celebrated enough? Are men given the safe space to express themselves? If a man is going through something, if a man is going through like a mental health phase or something, do they have a safe space to talk about their feelings? Do they have a safe space to talk about what is going on in their mind? A lot of times people say that men are supposed to be strong. At times even the society push that to men, that they really need to be strong. And a lot of people are looking up to these men, and I don't understand it. I don't even think that men are given priority as they ought to. That takes me to my question number 2. Well, do we as a society acknowledge that men also do suffer from mental health disorders? And let me not just call them disorders. Like, there are phases in their life where trauma kicks in, where PTSD kicks in, where anxiety kicks in, where depression kicks in, especially during this time that we're living in. The financial constraints are out of this world. And I'm thinking to myself, and I want you to think with me as well, after the hustle, all that hustle and bustle, after, all that effort, after the challenging time during the day at workplace, most of men are doing their work at construction sites and everything. After all that hard work, after all that hustle, does a man have anywhere they can rest their head? That is my question. Does a man have a safe space where they can just go and relax, talk about their day? Do they have that space where they can sit down and open up and talk about? By the way, I have seen something on TikTok, and I've seen as if it's like a trend that is about to come up, where people are talking about therapy, and the biggest number is saying no. And this number includes men. Men, I don't know whether it's the stigma or what is the problem. The society has created some facade in a man's head or mind that, it is not a man thing. Therapy is not a man thing, and that is why we are losing so many men, because number one, they are not given a space where they can express themselves. Number two, they don't have a shoulder to lean on. They have nobody actually takes care of them. And number three, as in, everyone right now is concerned about a girl child, empowering girl child. Everyone is about protecting the rights of a girl, and I have nothing against all that, right? But I think there should be a balance between the boy child and a girl child. Let us not empower one side and then it looks like we are diminishing or we are demeaning the other side, because right now everywhere you go the conversation is about girl empowerment, and it is all over, and it is picking the pace very quickly. It is not a bad thing, and I'm always cheering all those women who are out there doing even more than what men can do. But when you come to issues of gender-based violence, a big number of those who are abused, it is turning out to be men. Men are the power that, the masculinity part of a man is being taken away because of too much power, of which it is not bad, but too much power is given to the female side. Mind you, as we go with that trend, many men end up being will go through mental health, go through issues to do with depression and stuff. But the point or the thing or the conversation I want to strike up is, are men celebrated enough? Are men given space to express themselves? Are men taken care of? And are men given the value that they deserve? It is not a man conversation, but we need to have this conversation. All right? If you're fair, I just want to know. I mean, I saw it even on TikTok. Everyone is talking about girl empowerment. The other day, I was going through Twitter, and I saw someone who had posted, unfortunately, I can't remember their name. They had talked about the cases of men who are sexually abused and how those cases end up, and then how the society or the Kenyans on TikTok are not amplifying or are not making noise as they're supposed to, and you end up seeing that all those cases of sexual molestation, sexual abuse on men, no one is paying attention unto them. And again, it drew me back to my question and my wonder again. I mean, men, who is taking care of men, man? Like, who is there for men? Well, everybody will be telling me, God is there for man, man is, God is there for man, taking care of man. But we're not living with God here, like physically. I mean, we're not here with God. Like, yes, we know when we pray, God will hear us and stuff, but who is taking care of your man? Who's taking care of your father? Who's taking care of your brother? Who's taking care of your son? The world is like killing the masculinity in a man. It's like pushing it all the way to the ground. And if a man lacks anyone to pick him up, there is a high possibility that one man will not be in a position to pick himself up. So my question is, are men celebrated enough? And are men taken care of? Leave your comment right there. I mean, let's just have this conversation. Are you taking care of your brothers? Are you taking care of your fathers? Are you taking care of, your boyfriends, your husbands? I mean, the conversation is open. What are your thoughts? Thank you.